Hi, my name's Aaron Fields. This year at FDIC, I'll be presenting the classroom session, the attacking handline. The only piece of equipment that every single fire department has in the country, the only event that occurs on every single structure fire. The one thing that unifies the fire service as a whole is the use of handlines on structure fires. It's the most basic thing, and it's considered basic and mundane. It's hard work, blue collar work that often gets shoved to the back burner because there's other things coming down the pipe that are more flashy and cooler and new. Yet the fire goes as the first line goes. So what we're going to focus on in this class is the first line specifically. We're not going to talk about backup lines so much. We're not going to worry about secondary lines. We're going to focus on this. Our scope of this conversation is going to purely be that first do hand line. The first part of the lecture will dovetail fire behavior, fire attack, and handline management. This is going to include the objective benchmarks that an engine company goes through as they progress from rig to door, door to seat, and the seat of the fire. This is going to be presented in such a way that we keep in mind the actual fire ground priorities, which is the unprotected that are inside the buildings. The difference between practice fires and real fires is real fires have people in the building, and they're not afforded the benefit of having structural gear. They're unprotected. If I make it good for them, it's good for me by definition. I'm protected, they're not. So what we're going to talk about is specifically what we're doing and why we're doing it. It's impossible to learn physical skills from a classroom. But what is possible is to quantify exactly what skills that engine company, that handline team is going to need and why they're going to need them and when to apply them. That's going to be the thrust of the conversation. We'll talk some about extended stretches and options on those. We'll talk some about vertical stretches and options on those. We'll talk kind of about some loose things that nozzle teams and engine companies should be thinking about, estimating the stretch, considering layouts, anticipating the outcome of inside the building, and most importantly, what water does, what water actually does in the building. At the end of the session, we'll do some talking about that event that everyone gives lip service to, which is the daily drill. We're going to talk about quick, specific, associative drills that tie an environment to a skill and how you can practice those in short 10, 15, maybe 20-minute intervals multiple times through the day and be preparing and fine-tuning that skill set that you're going to have to use. I hope you can join us. It should be fun. Just like handline work, I'm pretty blue collar, so there won't be any flashy stuff going. The attacking handline, the single most impactful event on the fire ground, an aggressive attacking handline, the hallmark of a good engine company, the ability to launch a successful interior offensive attack. Often considered mundane, often considered basic. I don't know. I do know that it's the only job that I've ever wanted to do is push that line down that hallway and put the fire out. I'm not in the business of fire control. I'm in the business of fire attack. Thanks. Hope to see you in the classroom and hopefully on the drill ground at FDIC this year. And for the record, go Hawks.